Hey everybody, you're looking for a nice vegan chickpea sweet potato recipe that can be done in a slow cooker? Well, I got the recipe for you. Yes, I do. It's a fun recipe, it's a quick recipe, it's a heart healthy recipe. Got it with a low sodium, so it's going to be heart healthy, vegan, easy to cook, sweet potatoes, a lot of nutrients, the chickpeas, and I think it's going to be a fun recipe. I've had it. I just got done cooking it. I've had it for dinner. It's my dinner for this week. And I put it over white jasmine rice, but in my comments I'm going to have all the suggested foods to go along with it, along with the recipe and ingredients and instructions. I appreciate your watching, and let's get cooking and let's go. All right, everybody, let's look at our ingredients. 2 medium sweet potatoes. They say to skin it and chop it. I might just wash it and use the skin because I'm a firm believer that there's a lot of nutrients in the skin and I don't want to lose it. 1 large bell pepper. Actually got a medium to large, maybe more of a medium. Yellow pepper. I wanted to try yellow this week. You can see in my video that I have out there for the different types of peppers, green, yellow, and red, about the contributions, attributes of each of the two. And oddly enough, there's talk about the bottom humps on the pepper and the impacts of having 3 humps versus 4 humps. Pretty interesting. Please check out that video. And then 1 medium onion. I went with a yellowish onion right there. I did keep it in a refrigerator. And some people say if you put it in a refrigerator and you go to cut it, it's easier on your eyes. Less crying. 3 cloves of garlic. Gonna take here and mince them up nicely. 1 small piece of ginger. Probably that piece or so right there. And then I'm going to use the rest. If you take a look at my channel, I also have a ginger shot recipes that I do out there. I try to do that each morning, jump up my day there. 1 lime juice. I got the lime juice in the refrigerator. Unfortunately, it seems like the last few weeks the limes have not been there. There only was the 1 lime in the entire store yesterday when I went, and that lime was not in the best condition. And then we got optional fresh cilantro for here. I like the cilantro, so I got some of that again this week. Some of the canned jarred goods. We have 2 cans of chickpeas. Other people call it garbanzo beans. 1 cup, 14.5 ounces or 13.5 ounces that is coconut milk. This is the Caribbean Dreams version. And then crushed tomatoes. I had a hard time finding a smaller can of the crushed tomatoes, so I had to buy the bigger one. Just going to portion it out, and that's a great value, and that's a Walmart brand. Great value, great price, same product. Well, basically the same product. And then also a carton of low sodium vegetable broth. I got the organic vegetable broth right there. And our seasonings, we're going to go with turmeric right there. Black pepper helps activate the benefits of turmeric. And then lastly, the curry. I'm going to avoid the salt as I'm trying to get more of a low sodium diet here. All right, let's go ahead, and next step's going to be prepping the ingredients. So we're going to peel and dice the sweet potatoes. Like I said, I may not peel it, I may just dice it. And then chop up the bell pepper and onion. And then mince the garlic and ginger, and drain and rinse the chickpeas. All right, let's get going. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and saute it to get extra seasonings. I got the onions in here. I'm gonna add in the garlic, the minced garlic, and then the minced ginger root. We're gonna let it sit here for about 2 minutes. I'm gonna hit the timer for 2 minutes. All right, so that's going. Then we're going to be adding in 2 tablespoons of curry and 1 teaspoon of turmeric. And that's going to be for 1 minute. Has a nice aroma here. You got to keep an eye on it. I got it a little bit higher temperature than I like, and put it down a little bit. And we're going to saute it here. So we can add in the spices. It's going to be a nice vegan recipe, and it's going to be an easy cook. I'm going to have to cook it on low and I want to cook it on low and slow, but I have to cook it on high and fast because I'm running out of time. I need to have it for dinner tonight. This is a nice vegan recipe. It's a healthy recipe, and there's several ingredients. You can put it on top of many different things. I'm gonna do my jasmine rice this week. And like I said, this is going to be my dinner, not my lunch for the week. The dinner for the week. All right, so about 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Buzzer. Hit clear off of that. We're going to put in the curry, 2 tablespoons. I didn't realize how much curry it was. I'm gonna need some more soon. And then 1 teaspoon of turmeric. And just for tips and grins, it's not part of the instructions, I'm gonna add in a little bit of seasoning. Or a little bit of black pepper. Because I was always told that the black pepper helps kick the turmeric, getting that turned on. Let's get this on for a minute. Kitchen timer 1, start. I'm kind of fascinated and actually love the smell of the curry. You can see I have a couple recipes that I've done, maybe 1 or 2 recipes that I'm trying to learn the proper way of cooking a curry. It's not easy to do it the first time. It takes many times and many experiences. Getting some good feedback from some co-worker at work and then other folks as well. So, I love the smell. I wish they come out with smell aroma so you can smell what I'm smelling. But, alright, we got like a few more moments left here. Gonna take this off. Then we're gonna go ahead and put it in the slow cooker. And let's go! Here we go. Time to put in the slow cooker. We're gonna layer it. We're gonna start off with the sweet potatoes. That's a 2 sweet potatoes cube, about 1 inch or so. There we go. Then we're gonna add in the 2 cans of chickpeas. You want them drained and rinsed. I'm using a Goya. 2nd can. Then we want to add in the bell pepper. And I used the yellow bell pepper, but you could use whatever color you want to use. And let's go ahead and add in the crushed tomatoes. And unfortunately they had that 1 can, and that big can, I need half of this can. Oop, that's about half, a little bit more. And then the coconut milk. Let's add in our coconut milk. It's getting kind of full. And let's add in our vegetable broth to the cooker. 1 cup of low sodium vegetable broth. And then we're going to add in our sauteed onions, garlic, and ginger with a curry powder and turmeric. Put that right in there. I left my spoon at the other part of the kitchen, so instead of stopping, I'm just going to use my spatula, get this nice and turned around. And like I said, if you want to do it low and slow, 6 to 8 hours, high and let it fly, you can do 3 to 4 hours. All right, here we go. Let's go. All right, folks, here is the end product of the slow cooker Chickpea Sweet Potato. It's gonna be serving 4 to 6. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually make it for my lunch. No, this is my dinner. It's gonna be me dinners for Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. You can see all the different ingredients. The chickpeas, the sweet potatoes, the tomatoes. You can see the creamy sauce. So let's go ahead and give this a try. Got my spoon here. You can see the potatoes right there and a bunch of different ingredients. It's gonna still be hot, gotta be careful. The potatoes are tender. The flavoring, it was a little bit milder than what I anticipated, but it still is going to be good. And like I said, I'm going to cook it over some white rice, put it over some white rice. I'm going to have it for dinner in just a moment. Today's Monday. All right, so I really appreciate you watching. And as always, as I mentioned before, the ingredients, the instructions, and the recipe will be in the comments. I really appreciate you being here, watching this cooking journey with me. And if you get any value from it, please consider liking and subscribing. If not, that's perfectly fine. I appreciate you being here. I hope you have a great day, great morning, terrific evening, and an amazing week. Until next time, let's get cooking and let's go!